Hi everyone, this is AG47 Liberty, and I want to comment today on a trial that just finished, that just concluded, uh, concerning a man named Bernard von NotHaus. This, I believe, was a wrongful prosecution and conviction of Mr. Bernard von NotHaus. So, what was the trial about? The trial was about I've met Bernard at a Silver Summit. And Bernard was using silver and gold and would get businesses to use it and as barter and trade. Okay, perfectly legal. All right, not only that, silver and gold is, remember this, constitutional legal money. Legal. It's in the Constitution. It's never been repealed by an amendment. It is legal money. Now, this is what the feds have to say. According to the evidence introduced during the trial, von NotHaus was the founder of an organization called the National Organization for the Repeal of the Federal Reserve and Internal Revenue Code. My belief, that's what he was truly on trial for. Commonly known as NORFED, and also known as Liberty Services. Von NotHaus was the president of NORFED and the executive director of Liberty Dollar Services until on or about September 30th, 2008. That's when they raided his offices and stole all of his silver and gold. Not only his, but other people's. They said his money looked way too familiar, way too similar to U.S. currency. Well, for one thing, it can't be similar because he's using silver and gold, and the feds are using paper. Right there, case closed. He's not doing any counterfeiting. Then they said only because on the outside of his coins he used the dollar sign. Well, don't we all? Used the word USA. Oh, doggone it. And he, instead of saying in God we trust, he wrote on there, trust in God. Woo, baby. Oh yeah, that's grounds for sending a man to jail. Here's what else they had to say in the article. In coordination with the Department of Justice, on September 14, 2006, the United States Mint issued a press release and warning to American citizens that the Liberty Dollar was not legal tender. Well, he never said it was. Bernard never said that this was legal tender. The U.S. Mint press release and public service announcement stated that the Department of Justice had determined that the use of Liberty Dollars as circulating money was a federal crime. Okay. Now, they convict old Bernard. They just convicted him. Listen to what, I don't think any of these attorneys who supposedly know and support the Constitution of the United States have ever read the Constitution of the United States. Listen to what the lead prosecutor, her name, Ann Tompkins, she was a U.S. attorney on this. Listen to what she had to say about Bernard. Attempts to, and this is her in her own words, attempts to undermine the legitimate currency of this country are simply a unique form of domestic terrorism. Can you believe that? Calling this guy a terrorist. Is everything a terrorist that the government doesn't like? Apparently so. Even when the man's in the right. You're a terrorist. She goes on to say, while these forms of anti-government activities do not involve violence, they are every bit as insidious and represent a clear and present danger to the economic stability of this country. Oh, so the unwanted printing of paper, infinite printing of the paper that you support is not undermining the stability of this country. Bitch. To the government, this is what I love. To the government sees terrorists find every tree and every rock. You know why? Because they see everyone as a threat, even us. That's right, we're a threat. So they see everyone as a terrorist. Therefore, the government sees terrorists behind every tree and every rock and building because, well, that's where people live. All right. The third thing she said, we are determined to meet these threats through infiltration, disruption, and dismantling of organizations which seek to challenge the legitimacy of our democratic form of government. Apparently, she hasn't read a thing, because nowhere in the Declaration of Independence, in the preamble, or in the Constitution in itself does it mention anything about this country being a democracy. It is a republic. It's supposed to be a nation of laws, not a nation of people running around getting a majority to go thwart other people. That is what a democracy is. A democracy is, to sum up very easily, it is three wolves and a sheep voting what's for dinner. And apparently Bernard was dinner. You gotta love this. This is classic doublespeak, from 1984. Oh my God. And that part about attempts to undermine the legitimate currency. Well, let me read. All right, this is even the best part. The government, it's so stupid, it incriminated itself. Here's what it said in its official press release. This is what he was in violation of. Get this. Article 1, Section 8, Clause 5 of the United States Constitution delegates to Congress the power to coin money and to regulate the value thereof. Okay? This power is delegated to Congress in order to establish and preserve the uniform standard of value and to ensure a singular monetary system for all purchases and debts in the United States, public and private. Well, if you read the Constitution, only silver and gold. They forget about, they only go with Article 1, Section 8. They forget about Article 1, Section 10. And let me read that to you. Article 1, Section 10 states, no state shall no state shall coin money, emit bills of credit, make anything but silver and gold coin a tender in payments of debts. Case closed. The real criminals is the Federal Reserve and the Congress itself for abdicating its constitutional duty to guarantee the value of the money. They're the ones who are the criminals. Along with the power to coin money, I'm reading more of this, Congress has a concurrent power to restrain the circulation of money which is not issued under its currency for the benefit of all citizens of the nation. It doesn't say that. It is a violation of federal law for individuals such as NotHaus or organizations such as NorFed to create private money or currency systems to compete with the official coinage and currency of the United States. Well, if that's true, then the Federal Reserve is criminal, because it is a private bank. It is not a part of the government. It is run by private individuals printing their own private money, fiat money. At least Bernard had the audacity to make actual constitutional money made out of silver and gold. It's actually better than constitutional money, because his money was actually 100% pure silver and 100% pure gold, which is not what the U.S. government constitutionally authorizes. It's like a U.S. dollar is actually like 3/4 of an ounce of silver. Anyway, let me go on. So I said, that's what I wrote down. The feds incriminate themselves, right? So go read the Constitution. Go look at it yourself. It's very simple. And discover the federal government is enforcing illegal tender money. The legal constitutional money is silver and gold. Bernard is actually more legal than the government. The government, are so naive and ignorant about the Constitution that they have incriminated themselves with this press release. You notice in the press release, they didn't mention anything about silver and gold. Not one thing. They just talked about currency. Here we go. The currency we are forced to use has all the right markings of legitimacy, but it lacks what is most important. What is most important is the content of the dollar. What is it made of? In the case of substance, Bernard is using legal tender, real money. Bernard's money was silver and gold. It is the Fed who have broken the law. And like all criminals who have been caught, they blame someone else for their folly. Unfortunately, Bernard is the truth teller who is paying for the folly of the criminal Fed, the government's criminal activities. Sorry, Bernard. So, what have we learned? We learned one thing, and my motto is, trust in God. Everyone else pays in silver.